Hello guys, Matthew here, and yes, I'm finally back here to welcome you back again to the Tactic YouTube channel. As you've noticed, I've been absent for a while now. I've moved out into a new place, which I was also renovating prior to actually moving in. Now that I finally have a new spot for filming, which I also plan to improve as I go along, I'm all set and done after my hiatus to continue working on new content as I did before, so thank you all for sticking with me. I really appreciate that, and let's just jump right into it with Corsair's brand new wireless headset called the HS70. Just before this year's Computex started, Corsair announced their top-of-the-line representative for their HS series of gaming headsets, the HS70. As I've mentioned at the beginning, this one is completely wireless and uses a dedicated USB dongle to make connection with the headset itself. Besides that, there is no other way of connecting it. With the USB-A to micro USB cable, you can only charge it, but you have to keep the dongle connected in order to maintain the audio connection. Oh, and yes, beside the PC, it also supports PlayStation 4. Let's get back to the headset. Corsair didn't miss the opportunity to make this model look very sleek and tasteful, without any lighting or over-the-top poke you in the eye details. The build quality is really good, the headphones are very sturdy and rigid, you can flex them all you want, but they still come back to their original form. The materials which they've used are nice to the touch all around, they give out that premium feel, particularly around these metal hinges and the cups where they've sort of rubberized them and put a hint of glossy surface, and I especially love this metal mesh, which makes the most of the outer side of the ear cup's shell. The only thing I do resent them a bit is that they didn't make the extending part of the headband longer, it has a quite short path. The rotation of the cups could be also a bit better, as well as their tilt. It seems like it's pretty limited, but to be honest, the headset fit me just right, although I have what you would call an above average head size. On the other hand, I do love how they've incorporated this wide stitching below the bottom portion of the headband. Reminds me of a certain type of old school sports car seats. The headband also has a decent amount of padding, but it's not too soft or too stiff, it's somewhere in the middle. You've probably noticed that there is no microphone here, which would for a gaming headset be a little bit odd, but no worries, there is one, but it's detachable. You can just pop off this rubber cover, put it in, and that's it. It's very flexible and you can position it as you please, while it's placed on the left ear cup, right below the volume wheel, which has its own volume so to speak, and it's not controlling the system sound directly. Here you will also find the microphone mute button and micro USB port for charging. Too bad it also doesn't have a rubber cover. On the right ear cup you'll only find the power on button, which is in a way practical, cause that way you basically can't miss it or mistake it for something else. As for the microphone's recording performance and sound quality, here's an unmodified audio sample of it.
Hello guys, this is an audio recording test for the microphone on Corsair's HS70 gaming headset. It sounds really decent, but I wish it also has a pop filter cause it picks up wind noise. Feel free to comment down below and tell me what you think about its quality.
When it comes to wearing them, I had no complaints. The lateral pressure is just right, leaning more towards a tighter fit, but again, this is a good thing considering I have an above average size head. The padding which is on the ear cups is really comfortable, they use memory foam and they're not removable as such, but I didn't have any problems with sweating even on a longer use period. The inside of the cups have this protruded portion, but I'm not certain for what it's actually for, probably for better fit of the ear once it's in the ear cup. Finally, we are coming down to the most important point of every headset: how does it sound? As pretty much every other model out there, the HS70 also uses a 50mm neodymium driver. The sound quality is actually really decent, given that it's not a strictly audio-oriented headphones model, but it is really crisp and warm. You will easily find a good weight between lows and highs. When it comes to gaming, it also sets the bar really high thanks to its overall very punchy sound profile, especially in shooter games, while the 7.1 surround sound is good orientation-wise, but I generally do not like the sound profile which it carries, so I personally prefer the stereo mode in most of the cases, no matter what headset is in question. Also, it's worthy of mentioning that this surround sound feature unfortunately doesn't work with the PlayStation 4, only PC. You also have an option of customizing the headset's sound profile to your liking using various different presets or equalizer in their software, Corsair utility engine, and besides setting the microphone's volume and side tone or turning off the surround sound, that's basically the only thing you can do in it settings wise. You can also check your battery level here, and speaking of that, from my experience you can expect anywhere from 13 to 15 hours of battery life, which is not too far from the stated 16 hours in HS70 specifications, and which is also on par with their Void wireless model. With the latest firmware update of the headset, it actually started to talk with a soft woman's voice, telling you if the headset is charging, powering on or off, if the microphone is muted, and so on.
Powering on, mic on. Mic off. Mic on.
To sum it up, all of this makes Corsair's HS70 a really compelling product considering it being a wireless gaming headset, which clocks in at below $100 mark. With that in mind, this model at least deserves to be put on a shortlist, and it overall gets a thumbs up in my book. That's it guys for this time from me. Thank you once again for watching and for your continuous support. Feel free to toss me a thumbs up if you like what you saw, that really helps me a lot. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions about this product or if you want to leave me your suggestions. And of course feel free to subscribe for content further down the line, and until then, catch you later guys.